The North Carolina General Assembly reached a major session milestone this week, crossover, which meant we saw many bills on the move. The legislature also made national news with the passage of an abortion bill. According to various outlets, the House's next vote will be the week of May 16th, and the Senate will likely have some committee activity next week as they wrap up their budget. But let's dive in. Senate Bill 20, formerly entitled Safe Surrender Infants, underwent a huge facelift this week and is now the Care for Women, Children, and Families Act. This 46-page bill moved quickly through the General Assembly, passing the House Wednesday, May 3rd, and the Senate Thursday, May 4th. Governor Cooper has already stated that he will veto the bill upon arrival to his desk. Here's a few of many, so keep that in mind, y'all, a few notable line items within the bill. Prohibiting abortion after the 12th week of pregnancy. If the pregnancy is a result of rape or incest, an abortion is prohibited after 20 weeks of pregnancy. An abortion is permissible up until 24 weeks if there's a life-limiting fetal anomaly. $3.5 million in recurring funding was invested for each year of the biennium for long-acting reversible contraceptives, increased Medicaid rates to at least 71% of the maternal bundle payments for pregnancy care, increased scope of practice for certified nurse midwives, $10 million in recurring funding for state employees to receive 8 weeks of paid parental leave after giving birth, or 4 weeks of paid leave for paternity care. Safe surrender of infants is also included in the bill, specifically addressing the confidentiality, immunity, and duties of those in temporary custody of the infant. Reimbursements for participation in unlicensed kinship foster care were also in the bill, as well as maintaining the child care subsidy reimbursement rates for the 2018 market rates for 3, 4, and 5-star centers, as well as eventually increasing the rates to the 2021 market rate study. $32 million in recurring funds for 2023 through 2024, and $43 million in recurring funding in 24-25 to implement child care subsidy rate reimbursement increases. We did also see Senate Bill 722 move this week. This is legislation that, should it pass, would require the creation and implementation of Child Development Associate credential criteria to meet requirements of the Child Care Star Rating System. Also known as CDAs, the CDA is an early childhood education teaching credential that requires applicants to complete a combination of education and formal training requirements covering several specific child development and early education topics. It is not currently recognized as a qualifying credential in the QRIS star rating system. Senate Bill 722 passed the Senate and its first reading in the House. It has been assigned to the House Rules Committee and awaits a hearing date. We also saw House Bill 674, Child Advocacy Centers share information. This bipartisan legislation would create criteria for state funding, confidentiality, and access to records for children's advocacy centers. House Bill 674 would also address limited civil liability immunity for multidisciplinary teams who work at children's advocacy centers. The bill passed the House Wednesday and is now headed to the Senate. Then there was House Bill 815, the Loving Homes Act. Another bill with sponsors from both sides of the aisle. This bill would set the maximum number of children in a foster home to 5, unless keeping a group of siblings from being separated. And that's contingent upon the foster parent's stamina, skills, and ability to care for the children. House Bill 815 passed the House Wednesday, May 3rd, and has been sent to the Senate. All right, y'all. Remember, you can check our live bill tracker anytime to get updates on these and the many other bills we're monitoring. It's on our website and it will be linked in the legislative update email. Thank you so much for all you do for kids and families. And as always, make it a great one, y'all.